Welcome back. I'm very pleased to say the engine works. This was the first build of this engine, and it was far from certain it would. I did end up grinding off about 1/32 of an inch from each piston and making some adjustments to the crankshaft support. Let's take a look at one of the earlier runs before doing some RPM tests. Oh my! At this point, I hadn't secured the pins in place for the connecting rods, or finished adjusting the piston length. I made a stand for the engine. With the stand design, I wanted to make it so that we could take the engine, flip it around, and run it this way as well. That way we can actually see the crankshaft operating when it runs. Little yellow flywheel. Doesn't do a whole lot, but needed some place to put the little tape on for the RPM gauge. So I made a little tube assembly to deliver the air. It's kind of split into two halves. I'll just hook that up here and give it a run. Basically, the way the hookup goes is one side has to be opposite the other. So the front tube here went to the back position, so it needs to go to the front position on this side. So first I'll run it a little bit with a hand pump, just so you can see how it looks when it runs. See if we can get a close up here. Let's see if I can get a nice reading on this. Yeah. Try that again. It's hard to get a steady reading. We'll do a clamp on the base here so it doesn't drift while I'm trying to do that. So we're getting about 3,586 for an RPM on the higher side with the hand pump. So I'm going to get my air compressor and hook that up so we can watch it run a little slower and more steady. Okay, I've adjusted it to right around 20 pounds per square inch on the air compressor. Let's see, I got everything tight here. See if I can do this. We're getting 5,823 RPM at 20 pounds. I don't want to break it, but let's try a little more pressure. Now we're close to between 30 and 40. Alright, we're getting 7,399 RPM. Well, let's try to hit 10,000, huh? Losing a little oil there. Used a little silicone oil to help seal things. Ooh, we just twisted our crankshaft. Well, actually I got pretty lucky there. It didn't twist the crankshaft, it just, the screw came loose on the bracket. Try to get a little slower speed for a bit. This is actually the longest I ran the engine so far. Actually, looks like it's going to run for some time. Just for fun, I've taken, this is the air in, this is the air out. I've taken and hooked it into the Inline-four engine. We'll just see what happens here. So, the waste air is running the next engine. I would hook up the radial air engine, but I'm not sure what I did with all the tubes. So but that's pretty cool. The Inline-four, because I use bearings on all the points, it's much lower friction, so it can run on minimal air pressure. I hope you enjoyed the series on making my mini V8 engine. Be sure to come back and subscribe for whatever I come up with next.